Hello, it's Polish Paul VR, welcome to the channel. We are here today to do another episode of next week on PlayStation VR2. And next week we are getting a very cool game, so let's start talking about it. It's already playing for you here in the background. This is Synapse releasing on 4th of July, and this is our only confirmed release so far. But keep in mind, of course, as always, things might change. Sometimes some other games releasing. So I played this game, I'm still playing it, I'm gonna do the review, but the embargo was already lifted. I want to spend some time longer with it. I don't feel like I had enough to playing it because I didn't complete it yet, I didn't have time, but I can give you my few impressions of the game, and then we're gonna check out the Metacritic score as well of this game, because that is out already. So first of all, yes, I've got it, I had it for a while, just like many reviews. Shout out to Endreams for sending the review codes very early. It always comes handy having review codes so early. So, now, listen, this game, this is one of the boss fights here, quite brutal. Quickly talking about the gameplay, basically, listen, it's kind of the game when you cannot stand in one place. And what you're seeing here in the background, there's a lot of movement. It happens in the game as well, and it makes you kind of feel like really some kind of superhero with your powers. The telekinesis, what you can use, it can be done by your eye tracking or by hand pointing. Eye tracking works perfectly. So definitely, if you buy in this game, I would go for eye tracking. Now, this is the kind of roguelike game, so you go, you die, and then you start over with some, you can get yourself some upgrades. Doesn't seem to be the longest, looks like it's got 3 acts, but I cannot speak yet because I not completed it. But also, judging by reviews, I think it's not maybe on the super longer side, but roguelike element definitely adds to the thingy. This is catching the grenade, which is pretty cool. You can do a lot of like a special kills, let's say, like a super awesome quality ones, and then for them you get in better points and can get yourself a better upgrades. This is your upgrade tree here, what you can use in the game. Now also, it's not maybe perfect for me. I'm definitely missing the jump button or crouch button. You can have run. It would be nice to have the slide button as well. When you run and let's say press crouch and the game lets you slide. This is like basic interaction that may be missing from the game. Also, speaking of the weapons, I'm just saying in the trailer, I don't think there's that many in this game. And also, all the levels, even looking here, some enemies, well, a lot of them basically it's same type of enemy. From positive though, sound design is great because you can easily work out where your enemies are and where the sound's coming from. This game got this like a greyish vibes, but I knew it from the get-go that HDR gonna look great, and it definitely looks amazing. Graphically, it's very pleasing to an eye. Of course, you saw the better looking games on PSVR2, if you played Gran Turismo or Horizon or Resident Evil or Hubris or Red Matter, but still it's on the higher end spectrum of the looks of PSVR2. Definitely pleasing to an eye, an original, very artsy, let's say, art time. And HDR definitely works great, and great voice acting. This is something what may be missing from many virtual reality games, because many of them are indie games. The voice acting here is AAA quality. It's amazing. It's like from like your proper movies. So I cannot give the score yet, but judging from what I played so far, it would definitely be a buy from me. So yeah, it's definitely delivers. It's not the perfect game, let's say that, but if you spend money on it, I don't think you'll be disappointed. But my full review will be coming maybe on the day of release. I do it, I try to do it, I don't know, I like to spend some time with the game, to do it properly. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna go to the Metacritic, because this is the score of the game as of now based on 11 critics reviews, and it stands on 77, and it would be something maybe 7/8 maybe towards the 8, I would say. This is something I would give it 7, 8. But it's got 7 positive reviews so far and 3 mixed ones. So Press Start Australia says somehow short but also sweet. Synapse is flinching free ride. It's definitely a free ride. It's like a one big set piece of a shooter with an intoxicating one more go structures and unmatched badassery in its dual wielding telekinetic shooter action. Describing this game great. PlayStation Universe says Synapse is a confident outing that offers some of the most compelling moment-to-moment gameplay available on PlayStation VR2, and while it might feel a little samey over its 3-run duration, there's little doubting that what's here is worth the price of entry alone. Dexerto says owing to its highly polished mechanics and stunning implementation of unique PSVR2 feature, you'll be eager to scratch the itch and get through one more run, time and time again. Six Axis gave it 8 as well. Synapse is phenomenal VR game, bringing striking visuals, meaningful progression and true power fantasy together to craft a game that's begging for one more go. It stands as an immediate must-buy for PSVR2 owner. Eurogamer gave it 80. Limited enemies and environment don't hamper some of the best VR blasting out there. Simple and yet effective review. Well, this is just the quote from the review. So this is the mixed reviews the game got. 70 from Gfinity. Synapse is at its best when you are flinging enemies around and shooting them from the sky. Unfortunately, poorly paced difficulty changes and unsatisfying endgame left me wanting a little more. Push Square give it 7. Mechanically, Synapse is incredible, but the breadth of content is another story. This feels like a proof of concept for a full experience once the amount of content can match the level of gameplay. And Digital Trends says Synapse is flashy PlayStation VR2 exclusive Rogue Elite that gets too repetitive for its own good. And Upload VR, there's no score yet, in progress. Synapse is a strong addition to PSVR2 library that any FPS fan should buy. While gameplay would benefit from greater variety, I remain impressed by how eye tracking complements combat to make telekinesis feel highly satisfying. Reaching the end feels rewarding, and when the visual look this good, early PSVR2 adapters won't want to miss it. Okay, so they give it as recommended. So let me know if you'll be picking up Synapse. Like from my gameplay experience, definitely fun game. And reviews, I agree totally. This is probably the score I would give it, 77. So between 7.5 and 8 out of 10. But I'm gonna post my review once I'm ready. Let me know if you're picking up. Big shout out to all the patrons. You are all awesome. And also if you're buying yourself prescription lenses, go to vrrock.com. Because down there, if you type code PaulVR, you get yourself 10% off. So the link is in the description. So this is vrrock.com. Type PaulVR and you get 10% off your order, whatever lenses you buy, Quest, PSVR2 or anything else. And from me for now, that's it. I see you all later. Bye.